Hi, welcome to the channel. Today is the second day of 14th chapter, that is your subconscious mind and marital problems. Let's start. Should I get a divorce? Divorce is very much an individual question. There cannot be a general answer that is valid for everyone. In some cases, of course, there should never have been a marriage in the first place. In other cases, divorce is not a solution. Divorce may be right for one person and wrong for another. A person who is divorced may be far more sincere and noble than many married people who are perhaps living a lie. For example, I was once consulted by a woman whose husband beat her and stole from her to support a drug habit. She had been brought up to believe that marriage is sacred and forever, and that consequently divorce is immoral. I explained to her that true marriage is of the heart. If two hearts blend harmoniously, lovingly, and sincerely, that is the ideal marriage. The pure action of the heart is love. Following this explanation, she knew what to do. She knew in her heart that there is no divine law that compelled her to be browbeaten, intimidated, and beaten simply because someone once said, I pronounce you man and wife. If you are in doubt as to what to do, ask for guidance. Know that there is always an answer and that you will receive it. Follow the lead that comes to you in the silence of your soul. It speaks to you in peace. Drifting into divorce. I once spoke with a young couple who had been married for only a few months but were already seeking a divorce. I discovered that the young man had a constant fear that his wife would leave him. He expected a rejection and believed that she would be unfaithful to him. These thoughts un- these thoughts haunted his mind and became an obsession with him. His mental attitude was one of the separation and suspicion. She felt unresponsive to him, but this was a result of his own feeling. The atmosphere of separation operating through his subconscious mind brought about a condition or action in accordance with the mental pattern behind it. There is a law of action and reaction, of cause and effect. The thought is the action, and the response of the subconscious mind is the reaction. His wife left home and asked for a divorce, exactly what he had feared and believed she would do. Divorce begins in the mind. Divorce takes place first in the mind. The legal proceedings follow after. These two young people were full of resentment, fear, suspicion, and anger. These attitudes weakened, exhausted, and debilitated the whole being. They learned that hate divides and love unites. They began to realize what they had been doing with their minds. Neither of them knew the law of mental action. They were misusing their minds and bringing chaos and misery on themselves. At my suggestion, this couple got back together and experimented with prayer therapy. They began to radiate love, peace, and goodwill to each other. Each one practiced radiating harmony, health, peace, and love to the other, and they alternated in the reading of the Psalms every night. As a result of this sincere effort on their part and the impregnation of their subconscious minds with beneficial impulses, their marriage is growing more beautiful every day. The nagging wife. Many times, the reason a wife nags is because she gets no attention. Her legitimate craving for love and affection expresses itself in a way that pushes her partner farther away. Give your wife attention and show your appreciation. Praise and exalt all her many good points. Another type of nagging reflects a desire to make the partner conform to a particular pattern. There are few quicker ways to drive a partner away. Wives and husbands must be on their guard not to be scravages, always looking for petty faults or errors in each other. Let each give attention and praise for the constructive and wonderful qualities in the other. The brooding husband. If a man begins to brood or grows morbid against his wife because of things she said or did, he is psychologically speaking committing adultery. One of the meanings of uh, adultery uh, adultery is idolatry, which means giving attention to or uniting mentally with that which is negative and destructive. When a man is silently or originating his wife or resenting his wife and is full of hostility toward her, he is unfaithful. He is not faithful to his marriage vows, which are to love, cherish, and honor her all the days of his life. The man who is brooding, bitter, and resentful and swallow his sharp remarks abate his anger and go to great lengths to be considerate, kind, and courteous. He can def- he can deftly skirt the differences through praise and mental effort. He can get out of the habit of antagonism as he soaks his subconscious mind with thoughts of peace, harmony, and love. He will find that he gets along better not only with his wife but with everyone in his life. Assume the harmonious state, and eventually you will find peace and harmony. The great mistake. It is a great mistake to discuss your marital problems or difficulties with neighbors and relatives. Suppose, for example, a wife tells a neighbor, John treats my mother ab- abominably or drinks to excess and is constantly abusive and insulting. This wife is degrading and belittling her husband in the eyes of everyone she speaks to. Moreover, as she discusses and dwells upon the shortcomings of her husband, she is actually creating these states within herself. Who is thinking and feeling it? She is. And as you think and feel, so are you. Relatives will usually give you the wrong advice. It is usually biased and prejudiced. because it is not given in an impersonal way. Any advice you receive which violates the golden rule, which is a cosmic law, is not good or sound. It is well to remember that no two human beings ever lived beneath the same roof without dashes of temperament, period, years of hurt and strain. Never display the unhappy side of your marriage to your friends. Keep your quarrels to yourself or refrain from criticism and condemnation of your partner. Don't try to remake your partner. Husbands and wives must not try to make their partners over into a second edition of themselves. The tactless attempt to change them is an upfront statement that they are not worthy in themselves. These attempts are always foolish and many times lead to the destruction of the marriage. Attempting to alter someone destroys pride and self esteem and arouses a spirit of contrariness and resentment that can prove fatal to the marriage bond. Adjustments are needed, of course. None of us is perfect, and that holds for marriage partners as well. But if you have a good look inside your own mind and study your character and behavior, you will find enough shortcomings to keep you busy the rest of your life. If you think I will make him or her over into what I want, you are looking for trouble and the divorce court. You are asking for misery. You will have to learn the hard way that there is no one to change but yourself. Pray together and stay together through steps in prayer. The first step: never carry over from one day to another accumulated irritations arising from little disappointments. Be sure to forgive each other for any sharpness before you retire at night. The moment you awaken in the morning, claim infinite intelligence is guiding you in all your ways. Send out loving hearts of peace, harmony, and love to your marriage partner, to all members of the family, and to the whole world. The second step: say grace at breakfast. Give thanks for the wonderful food, for your abundance, and for all your blessings. Make sure that no problems, worries, or arguments shall enter into the table conversation. The same applies at dinner time. Say to your wife or husband, I appreciate all you are doing and I radiate love and goodwill to you all day long. The third step: the husband and wife should alternate in praying each night. Do not take your marriage partner for granted. Show your appreciation and love. Think appreciation and goodwill rather than condemnation, criticism, and criticism and nagging. The way to build a peaceful home and a happy marriage is to use a foundation of love, beauty, harmony, mutual respect, faith in God, and all things good. Read the 23rd, 27th, and 91st Psalms, the 11th chapter of Hebrews, the 13th chapter of 1 Corinthians, and other great texts of the Bible before going to sleep. As you practice this thought, your marriage will grow more and more blessed through the years. Review your actions. Ignorance of mental and spiritual laws is the cause of all marital unhappiness. By praying scientifically together, you stay together. the best time to prevent divorce is before marriage. If you learn how to pray in the right way, you will attract the right mate for you. Marriage is the union of a man and a woman who are bound together by love. Their hearts beat as one and they move onward, upward, and Godward. Marriage does not guarantee happiness. People find happiness by dwelling on the eternal truths of God and the spiritual values of life. Then the man and woman can contribute to each other's happiness and joy. You attract the right mate by dwelling on the qualities and characteristics you admire in a woman or a man. Then your subconscious mind will bring you together in divine order. You must build into your mentality the mental equivalent of what you want in a marriage partner. If you want to attract an honest, sincere, and loving partners in life, you must be honest, sincere, and loving yourself. You do not have to repeat mistakes in marriage. When you really believe you can have the type of man or woman you idealize, it is done unto you as you believe. Believe is to accept something as true. Accept your ideal companion. Now mentally. Do not wonder how, why, or where you will meet the mate and you are praying for. Trust implicitly in the wisdom of your subconscious mind. It has the power to carry out its mission. You don't have to assist it. You are mentally divorced when you indulge in peace, grace, ritual, and hostility toward your marriage partner. You are mentally dwelling with error in your mind. Adhere to your marriage vows. I promise to cherish, love, and honor him or her all the days of my life. Cease projecting fear returns to your marriage partner. Project love, peace, harmony, and goodwill, and your marriage will grow more beautiful and more wonderful through the years. Radiate love, peace, and goodwill to each other. These vibrations are picked up by the subconscious mind, resulting in mutual trust, affection, and respect. A nagging partner is usually seeking attention and appreciation. He or she is craving love and affection. Praise and exalt their many good points. Show them that you love and appreciate them. Partners who love each other do not do anything unloving or unkind in word, manner, or action. Love is what love does. In marital problems, always seek expert advice. You would not go to a carpenter to pull a tooth. Neither should you discuss your marriage problems with relatives or friends. If you need counsel, to go to a trained person. Never try to make over your wife or husband. These attempts are always foolish and tend to destroy the pride and self-esteem of the other. Moreover, they arouse a spirit of resentment that can prove fatal to the marriage bond. Cease trying to make the other a second edition of yourself. Pray together and you will stay together. Scientific prayer solves all problems. Mentally picture your wife as she ought to be joyous, happy, healthy, and beautiful. See your husband as he ought to be strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and kind. Maintain this mental picture, and you will experience the marriage made in heaven, which is harmony and peace. Okay, and that's the today is the end of the 14th chapter. We will start 15th chapter in the next session. The 15th chapter is your subconscious mind and your happiness. Okay, if you are new on the channel, subscribe the channel and press bell icon so that you will get notification about new video upload. Don't forget to like and share. And the other thing, you can also visit our blog www.audiobookdeveloper.blogspot.com. From here, you can find other books like The $100 Startup and The Magic of Thinking Big. There is all the chapters is arranged in day wise, chapter wise. Okay. Thank you so much. Take care. Thanks for watching.